Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Cornelius Camp of CorneliusCamp.com, school counselor by day, real estate agent by night. Just wanted to talk to you all today. I read an interesting article, um, and I forget the actual website that it was on, but it basically was talking about um, these estimates that certain internet websites are projecting or can project your house to be worth. Things like, and I'm not trying to oust any of the websites. I think the websites are good, but things like on Zillow, I think it's called a Zestimate or something like that. And there's been a couple other websites that I can't really think about right now where I've seen advertising for getting your house's value. Click here, something like that. And I don't know exactly what you have to do, but just kind of wanted to talk over those things because with the market being starting to get hot, at least in probably most, if not all, of the United States right now. I know, here in Chicago is starting to get a little bit warmer. The weather's getting a little bit better, so in turn the market's getting a little bit hotter. And I noticed something the other day at a listing presentation that I was at, and the guy and I were talking, and I had a co-lister with me, and three of us just going over the house, talking a little bit. We did a CMA a couple hours beforehand, and it wasn't that many comparables um, to reference to, but we still kind of pulled some things together. And one of the things that as we were discussing, we were, getting to the point where we were showing him the comps and, this particular price or house rather is worth this much money. And the closest one was, kind of in his actual subdivision that he lives in. And giving him the comps to that one, which that property closed, I think, in like February. So probably a little bit less than a month ago. Um, and it was sold at the particular price that it was sold, and we kind of had to explain to him like that's really the only thing that we have to go off of. And talking with him, and now that I was actually in the house, because beforehand I didn't have any pictures to kind of go off of to see if he done any upgrading or anything like that. But after getting to walk through with him and talking with him and seeing some upgrades that he had done and things like that, it kind of obviously changed my opinion on it or changed my thought about it. So I was looking at him, or not looking at him, talking to him, and I asked him, I was like, what are you looking to get out of this price? I mean, out of this sale, how much do you think it's worth? And one of the things that he told me was that he says, I'm just gonna throw a figure out there. He's like, well, I'm definitely looking to get, 450,000 dollars out of it. And I was sitting there and I was talking with him, and that's actually what I was going to suggest. So we were right on tag, 450. But the point of the story that I'm getting to was that he mentioned that he went to some website and it said that his house was worth about $400,000. And he was like, "Oh, no, that's ridiculous." Blah blah. It couldn't have been. I believe he paid like 14 when he bought it, so it definitely has not gone down. Not in Chicago. Your price is only going to go up, especially if you bought it within the last 5 years. But he was saying that he went to that website and it suggested him 14 and so forth. And then we kind of just had a conversation about obviously how wrong it was, because he and I both agreed that we can probably sell it for a lot more. And just long story short is that after he and I were talking, is that we both kind of wondered, or not wondered. I assured him he wondered how accurate the website that he referenced to, how accurate that was, and I assured him that those are, more most of the time they're not as accurate as people might think they are. So, I guess my tip to you is to be mindful of websites when you go online and try to get in value of your home and so forth like that. If you really want a value of your home, Talk with the real estate agent, see if they can give you some comparables to it, or better yet, if you can drum up a couple of $100s, you might want to just go out there and get an appraisal done on it, so that way you don't run into a situation like I was talking with a guy. He said that he got an offer for $450,000, but then when the appraisal was done, it came back as like 300 and something, like 390 or something like that. It was some way off number. And it had nothing to do with bad pricing or bad listing numbers. It had nothing to do with neither real estate agent doing their homework. It was just a simple fact of us knowing the market and what that cost is and what that condo could have gone for, or them rather, said us. Um, just us knowing that and knowing the value that particular area is going to hold in the future. So, but then appraisal doesn't look at that. So, just wanted to share that little tidbit with you guys, a little experience that I went through. Yeah, if you want to know the value of your home, talk to a real estate agent, get them to run some comps, or better yet, either take a couple $100s, find you a nice appraiser, and get him to appraise the property to probably be really the most accurate. Okay, so as always, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, go ahead and subscribe to it. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about it. Let me know if you've had any experience with the estimates that go on online about your property. Make sure that you like the video. If you're ever looking to get in contact with me, you can through social media. My contacts are in the box, the description box below. And like always, thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching. You guys have a great night and be safe. Take care.